Today on the channel, we've got a decluttering of the subconscious mind. Today on the channel, we're doing a massive Marvel Legends discount figure unboxing on where I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Where I got it figured. Back with another video. This time, we're not looking at a specific figure. We're not really doing a review. We're doing a massive unboxing from all the figures that I bought on discount that I was going to do reviews on or not do reviews on, and sort of just collected into a giant pile of figures that I just never opened. So I'm going to go over all these figures, where I got them, how much I paid for them, and open them up real quick, kind of maybe rank them from best to worst, I guess, and get you out of here on a Memorial Day weekend. So real quick, the main thing with all these figures is I bought them all different places at Ollie's, Target, and Amazon.com. That's the three places they come from. One figure comes from a local comic store, but I got a big discount on that too. So that's where they come from, and as we go, I'll explain a little bit more in detail. As you can see, front and center, we got the X-Men wave with Spiral and Dark Phoenix, Long Shot, and that kind of deal. Probably not going to start with them, but and a couple others. So first off, we've got Mystique video cassette wave, and as you can see, got it from Ross, $6. That's sort of the going rate for Marvel Legends. So like I said, this isn't a review so much as just an unboxing. So we're going to get Mystique out, see what she came with, and move on to the next figure. So we got Mystique, a little Nightcrawler baby, some hands with paint apps on them, and two Marvel Legends superhero type weapons. Pretty decent. Next up, we've got Tracksuit Mafia, and I got 3 of these. Got them at Target for $12.49 a piece. I got lucky in that regard. So while I got 3 of these, I'm only going to open one for the video. I'm sure you'll see them again. The reason I bought 3 is because, well, they're army builders. And you need thugs sometimes to get beat up by your superheroes for action figure photography, that kind of thing. And this is one of the guys that was in there. I'm actually somewhat surprised he doesn't have the Kazi head by default. You get 2 little baggies. You got your machete, a golf club, crowbar, steel baseball bat, Molotov cocktail, masked head, Kazi head. Then you got your tracksuit guy. We're going to switch over to the movie universe. We already did, but we're going to stay there for a minute. This is a figure I wanted for a long time and just kept passing on it because there would be something else in the store or whatever. I even did a video for the Black Panther from the Legend series way back in 2022. But I wanted the, obviously accompanying Eric Killmonger figure to go with it. And I got the last one at the Ollie's that I got this at. I'm sure there were others around at other Ollie's, but this was the last one at that particular Ollie's. But here he is. He's here. We're going to get him out. With Eric Killmonger, aka N'Jaka, with his Black Panther outfit. See the king in the movie. Looks pretty good. I got my accessories here, so get your two hands. You get your masthead, which we'll put on, the spear, and the sword. Yeah, it looks cool. I don't get a lot of MCU figures. I do get them in small quantity, certain characters here or there that I really like, or figures I really like. I'll grab one here or there, but not, won't make a habit of it. This was one that I wanted. Finally got them. So there you go. Now, we'll be firmly in the comic book realm from here on out. And we're going to bring in Prince Namor of Atlantis. And when I did the review on the Void Build-A-Figure Wave Namor, I said I was going to review this figure because I got it. I got it for like 15 bucks, something like that on Amazon. And, it was sealed. It was, regular figure. I like you got your little Namor Trident logo there. Namor being an Avenger and a long time, Marvel villain and hero. He's a very big character in Marvel, even if they don't push him that hard. But a lot of the fabric of the Marvel universe, runs through Namor. Namor runs through it. He's a big deal character to me. This one's from the Okoyo Wave Submariner. And let's get him out real quick. So with Namor, you get the standard Prince of Atlantis. Comes with a trident, of course. The Koyo Build-A-Figure Wave arms. Came with the arms. And of course, this figure was re-released in the Black Panther Legends, the Legacy series as a figure. And of course, he comes with his, comes with swimming hands, chopping hands. Always good to have saluting hands. No fists, though. I'm sure there's plenty of fists around. And of course, you get an alternate head with them, a beard. I'm not gonna put that on. Classic Prince Namor is definitely one of the figures that I wanted in my, top 100 Marvel characters, Marvel Legends collection that I sort of am building. Now we've got, so we're gonna go long shot. We'll go Avalanche first. So there's Avalanche. Also gotten from Ross at $5.99. I got the entire wave actually, and I didn't find these myself. Actually, a buddy of mine grabbed these for me, so he knows who he is. Thank you so much for doing that for me. And I actually passed on the Madrox. I just don't want the Madrox. There's Marvel's Avalanche, Brotherhood of Evil Mutant staple runs with Mystique, so kind of had to get them. I'm gonna get them out. We got your Dominic Petros Avalanche. Got this is a weird helmet on, and comes with fisted hands. And they're not inappropriate, but I feel like these extra hands he comes with, which are gesturing hands, probably more appropriate, as I tend to think of him using his powers. There you go. There you go. You got your avalanche. Next up, we're gonna tackle Loki. And I know he was at Ross, but I missed him at Ross for the same $6 as all of these guys. But I got him at a local comic book store, and they were trying to, they had him for like $15 when I got him. But he was actually even more. He was even more discounted by the fact that they had already marked him down to $15, and I got him for $7.50. So I was happy about that. Obviously, you need Loki for Thor. So shouldn't really have to go too much into that. He is the inciting villain that formed the Avengers. So yeah, I was always gonna kind of want this version of Loki. You got your classic Loki Lofison. Got this little weird thing on him, but it's the classic figure, classic character. It got his little treachery knives, kind of like that. No extra hands. Sure, I got some yellow hands somewhere though. I wanted to have extra hands, different hands. And you got the alternate head. Got your God of Mischief looking his most mischievous. And yeah, great to add him to the collection too. He is, like Namor, a huge figure in the Marvel Universe. Now over here to the side, you can't see him. Got a couple of Fantastic Four guys, which I forgot about. I actually went and grabbed them. And one came from Ross, and this one, the High Evolutionary, came from GameStop. I bought them for $3. So yeah, um, High Evolutionary is important to me because he's a Jack Kirby, Jack Kirby original character fighting against the Fantastic Four, and the High Evolutionary, had some pretty big roles in the Marvel universe. Of course, uh, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I guess that was all happening around the same time this figure came out. He might have came out a little bit before that, but there's some modern relevancy to the High Evolutionary. I always wanted to figure, but I just didn't want to pay $20 for him. In other videos, you probably heard me refer to certain figures as Morts of the Month. And even though he is a Jack Kirby character, and even though he is somewhat important here and there in the Marvel Universe, he's kind of a Mort figure when it comes to buying an action figure. I didn't want to pay the $20 for him, whatever it was at the time. But for $3, 100%. Yes, please. That's your High Evolutionary. And he's got, Jester in hand because he has powers. He's got a fisted hand, even though he's not really a fighter. He's like a scientist type dude. And he's got the alternates of each of those hands, so I feel no need really to change them out. But he looks good. Very powerful character. Amongst the most powerful characters here in terms of overall ability. And he's got a different type of uh, ab crunch like that. There's something to him. No pins. Interesting. So yeah, good looking figure. Didn't want to pay full price for it, but for $3, sure, 100%. I definitely feel like this guy is better than I gave him credit for, and it was a steal. Continuing with the Fantastic Four, you've got Firelord, and I found him in Virginia at Ross. So I live in Maryland. You might know, may not know, but I live in Maryland. I was in Virginia, and we stopped at Ross, and of course they had Firelord there. And I did later see him in Maryland, but I already had him at that point. $6. This guy was meant to accompany the HasLab Galactus, which I did review on the channel. Although I sold it, it was meant to be sold, and I only have a little bit of regret about that. But he was meant to sort of supplement that set, and I guess the overstock ended up at Ross. We got old Pyreus Krill out, and he looks great. The portrait, of course, is really doing the work here. He's on the Bucky Cat body, and he has pinned arms and legs, sort of a standard superhero body. I wouldn't go as far as to call him a really important character, but he's a herald of Galactus, which makes him, super powerhouse. Although in the Marvel Universe, anything can happen, and anything indeed did happen, because he was defeated in combat in a fight by Spider-Man, who was punching way above his weight class, in a famous or perhaps infamous story back in the 80s. There you go, Firelord. Next up, I think we will go Long Shot. This Long Shot was released around the same time as they did the MODOK that came with Long Shot and Dazzler. The main thing about Long Shot for me is that he's a part of the X-Men Outback team, which is a big part of my formative years reading X-Men, and I want the entire Outback team, and we're actually pretty close. I recently watched a video from somebody showing all the figures that we have for different X-Men rosters, and we're closer than even he says, because they had Havoc. He had Havoc in the video for another X-Men team, but the Havoc that we got in 2022, I mean, that's pretty much Outback team of Havoc. So I don't know what was up with that, but I'm getting the entire Outback team. A pretty interesting character. He's got his hands, and he's got his own three-fingered hands. Nice to know they didn't skimp on that. These little mini knives that he throws. One big knife. I've never even remember seeing him actually use, but yes, he does carry it. Put that in there. And since I'm probably not going to have him hold the knife, the misfisted three-fingered hand. And, he's pretty decent. Once again, like a High Evolutionary, no pins. I'm sure this is the same body they used for the MODOK. No butterfly joints, even though he's a pretty agile character. But yeah, good looking guy. Member of the X-Men. Glad to have him. Getting down to the bottom. And we've got Dark Phoenix. Jean Grey. Been getting a lot of figures lately. Mark Phoenix has a very large place in X-Men and Marvel Universe history. So, definitely kind of need her. But she looks good. No pins. Nice figure. Got her Phoenix flame effect. Put on her arm. Pretty cool. And last, certainly not least, probably the find of all of this would be Spiral, who was on a lot of people's top 10 Marvel Legends, top 20 Marvel Legends lists for 2022 and 2023, because depending on, where you were in the country, you might have got her in 2022, you might have got her in 2023. I didn't get her till 2024. And just by looking at her, I'm sure since I got her in 2024, who knows, she might make the list, man. This figure looks good in the package. Say nothing of out of the package. But we're definitely getting her out of the package. And Spiral, like a long shot, she's got 3-fingered hands. Comes with another 3-fingered hand and a metal one, which is like crazy because she's got 6 hands, so they still had the nerve to even include extra hands. Bravo. 4 katanas, broadsword, and weird looking axe. And yeah, what can we say right off break about old Spiral? Well, I kind of see what the hype is. This figure looks great. A lot of posability for a figure that has 6 arms. Gonna get some swords in her hands. Interesting that both of the alternate hands are left hands. And yeah, there you go. Very nice figure. Very nice figure. All right, so that's everybody, minus the 2 tracksuits that I didn't open. I'm gonna open them off camera, I guess. All right, so here's all our guys unboxed and kind of in the frame. And yeah, I think this is a nice little collection of stuff. Ended up with 12 figures. It's not bad, bought over the course of many months. And yeah, I'm super happy with the purchases for the price that I paid, and some of them were even better than I thought. I would say out of my favorite ones, I'd probably say Dark Phoenix, High Evolutionary, Long Shot, Spiral, and then of course Eric Killmonger. With Spiral being the top one. The other ones are fairly middling, but like I said, major characters are needed slots in the Marvel Legends collection. And who knows, maybe this holiday season we'll get some more stuff that's super discounted. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, that's gonna do it for this one. Uh, you know, different format, kind of a weird experimental type of video. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you for being a subscriber. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're definitely growing, and we want you to be a part of it. Till next time, everybody stay safe. See you on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.